Today we're going to talk about what I think makes Portland, Oregon so great and why a lot of people are deciding to live here. What have I told you right now? That we're 50 miles from Portland, Oregon. And this place here is less than 3 miles from downtown Portland. I mean, what major city on the Pacific Coast can you live in where you're 3 minutes from what feels like summer camp way out in the forest? Like, it's almost weird that you can teleport between Mount Hood and here. And obviously, like, if you're a biologist or somebody that really knows the ecological differences, then yeah, okay, you might be able to pick apart the videos you're going to see of me in Mount Hood versus walking through Forest Park. But really, like, this was pristine virgin forest land before anybody got here, and it's kind of remained that way. Portland is a great steward of its natural environment. I mean, Portland's been on the forefront of being green since being green was cool. So it's not like a little, like, couple twiggy trees in a burnt out patch of grass is your park. Your park is literally an old growth forest is what you get here. You got like a lot of people out here on a sunny, moderate Pacific Northwest day. Man, you can't even believe that like there's a major Pacific West Coast city just a few minutes that way. I'm not even kidding you. Like, we're going to go down there later and show you the walkability that's just minutes from these awesome walking trails. So you can come out here on an amazing sunny day, get some vitamin D in, and then go down to a restaurant, a coffee shop, you know, go get a cocktail or something and experience the city life as well. You know, there's not very many cities where you can get what are basically old growth forests in your own backyard while still having tons of fun livability. Portland's still a hot destination for those who are looking to live in like a big small city or a small big city. It's kind of got the best of both worlds, and a lot of people that visit here who are doing maybe a scouting trip or just trying to see what Portland's like, their one commentary, I just met with a couple from Australia a couple days ago, just how green it is. I mean, even though we're in July already and some stuff is starting to dry out, you can just see how green the nature is all around me. Man, just beautiful area to feel tucked away. Nature can really let you reset. Kind of, if you're living in the hustle bustle of a big city, then just having this a stone's throw away to get out and kind of just reconnect with nature and kind of just reset your mental space. If you're like a fast-paced person like myself, I always like to just slow down and kind of let nature talk to me. We're going to take a little break next to this creek. I mean, Portland's one of the only places with this much forest reserve in the actual city. You're talking over 5,000 acres of forest land here. It stretches 8 miles along the West Hill, and it's about a mile deep. You've got like over 80 miles of walking trails. There's one loop that goes 40 miles just by itself. So if you're looking for like, I don't know, trail running, cycling, just taking your dog out for a walk, or like I like to do, just decompressing in nature. I also do a ton of fishing in the area, kayaking. You know, you can go up to the mountain, Mount Hood, and the ocean are just steps away too. But if you're just looking for like a small little 1 hour getaway after you get out from the work week, or you're going for like a small weekend adventure, you want to stay at home for the most part, you can stay at home and still go on these beautiful hikes. Just makes it so easy to be out and about in nature. You can almost like feel the oxygen difference too. It's like your brain starts working at a different level. That's probably why I'm so clever, huh? And of course, I'm out here, came from a listing appointment. You know, I'm a real estate agent, and so I help people buy and sell homes in Portland, Vancouver area. But I also I also let people know what it's like to live in our area. I've got this YouTube channel to tell folks, you know, what it's like to live out in our beautiful Pacific Northwest. I've lived here for 24 years now. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I've moved from England, lived in Connecticut, San Francisco, and then landed here in Portland. I've seen it come through its highs and lows. I'm not one of those people that pitched up a few years ago and is now complaining that it's just not good enough for me. Portland will always be good enough for me, and luckily Portland's urban growth boundary is limiting how far out you can push, and that's to save green spaces like this. And on the flip side of things, both outside investors and like the massive influx that was happening over a decade ago has actually slowed the pace a little bit, so that people who are actually making a planned trip up to Portland and thinking about buying in our city are finding it a lot more favorable for them, because there's like not quite as much influx, not quite as much moving chairs, but Portland is still booming. The people that know about it and who are still in love with the city haven't gone anywhere. The city's still here. I mean, that's just kind of what made Portland what it is. When you have such a beautiful natural environment as your foundation, as your base, it doesn't need to be compared to cities that just have nothing going on for it. Portland has a great foundation to begin with, and so despite anything that you might have heard in the news that's negative or not great, some of it might be true. I mean, obviously sometimes it's subjective. Portland's still gonna grow and be the green city that it's kind of captured people's hearts and attention. We're gonna get going over to the Witch's Castle now. It's a cool little old historical building. I mean, I help people move from all over the country. I had somebody visiting from Scotland that said, Portland is like Scotland on acid, which I don't know if that helps really define Portland. I don't know how to make sense of that. It's just needless to say that if you're thinking about moving to Portland or any of its areas, I'm here to help you as a real estate agent. You can reach down right here. I can call, text. I make videos like this all the time about what it's like to live, play, work in our area. We can also do a Zoom call to discuss your A to Z plan. Sometimes that starts with getting the job and getting a short-term rental before you're doing the nitty-gritty of finding the specific neighborhood, or sometimes that's people relocating and they need to make the home purchase the priority. I help people all over that different spectrum of challenges and circumstances. All right, we're just now leaving Forest Park, but you're gonna see how little time it takes to get from here to downtown Portland. All right, so we're not quite in downtown, but that literally only took like 2 minutes to get from Forest Park to kind of the Northwest Heights area. We're in Kings Heights right now. Hiking in a suit is not recommended. I don't know how the heck James Bond runs around doing full-blown missions for MI6. But yeah, I would not recommend hiking in a suit. I should have worn some athletic clothes and just not try to impress you guys. You guys don't care that I'm wearing a suit while I hike, do you? I mean, comment below if you think me wearing a suit during a hike is important at all. You guys already know what I do. I don't need to wear a suit to show you. Anyways, let's go get a nice G&T at Freeland Spirits and just chat a little bit more about why Portland's a booming area. Okay, so you can actually just see the very tops of the hills up there, just past the mural. We're gonna get walking in Northwest Portland here, beautiful day. You're gonna see tons of restaurants, tons of places that you can just walk to here in Northwest. Naturally, I downgraded from my jacket. It's a warmer day for a pasty Pacific Northwest boy. And so we're gonna walk around and show you a little bit of what the city is like so close to the forest. We had the nature, and now we're gonna show you the city that's inside the nature. Now, obviously, some people choose to live more of the city lifestyle. Northwest Portland's got tons of condos, little units. We've got some homes in the Heights that are like fetching over $1 million. Those are in a little bit of a soft spot depending on the neighborhood. And then some people like the acreage. You just keep going past Forest Park and you run out into like Multnomah County and Washington County unincorporated. I was actually at a listing appointment earlier today. The home is like right across the street from Portland, like Multnomah County. And then it's like right across the street from Beaverton. It's in neither. It's in Washington County on an acre with a shop, huge undeveloped basement that like needs renovated. You know, they're consulting like, and it's R24 zoning, which means you could put in a ton of townhomes, or you can keep it as it is, have an acre really close to the city, like 10 minutes from where we're standing right now, basically. Just right up Highway 26 on Canyon Drive. Beautiful little property we checked out. You know, I see a lot of other YouTube channels that purport to be about Portland living, but they only focus on one area. And if you've been around on my channel, you'll know that we go to Vancouver, Ridgefield. I mean, I just hit Westland, Wilsonville. We've done all sorts of videos. I've even gone out to Bend, the mountain, the coast, Hood River, and now we're here in the heart of Portland in Northwest. I really cover it all, so stay subscribed if you're looking into moving to Portland. Like, that's a broad swath of so many different areas. There's so many different strokes for so many different folks. So stay subscribed or reach down right here to find your perfect piece of pie, because it might not be Northwest Portland as we're touring here, seeing people out on a sunny day, doing a pub crawl, you know, going and getting a cocktail after going on a hike. Maybe they just got off work, they cycle from their workplace to their apartment, condo, home here, and go out and get a bite to eat. Beautiful day to do one of those. It's an old Victorian home. You can tell because of those little characters that craftsmanship doesn't really, not seen very often anymore. In modern craftsmanship, you can see the little Victorian details. Boom. This one as well. Nice little stack of Victorian homes up in here. You've got like places like Mexican food cart just right here on the side of the street. You know, you can walk up. The heights are right up there, looming over you. Man, you know me, if that was my front porch, I'd be smoking a cigar, giving you guys my market updates. I typically only do one market update a year, but you know, this year was special and we've done 2 now. Maybe we'll finish it off with 3. We'll definitely be doing a 2026 market update in about 6 months from now. We're walking through one of these famous little tables near the sidewalk. They will close off like the bike lanes and the parking and have eating place. You can grab a beer right here on the sidewalk. Got pizza there. People have scooted up over here to get to their pizza joint. As I was saying, I mean, literally a squirrel was interrupting me as I was gonna say that you can live in nature in Portland. You've seen Forest Park today and Northwest. This is obviously only a small glimpse at what Portland has to offer and why it's a booming place. The foundation, the bedrock is the nature here. People are gonna continue flocking to Portland no matter what. If you're thinking about moving to Portland, Oregon, or any of its suburbs, then reach down right here. I can do phone call, text, Zoom, email, days, nights, weekends, and stay subscribed to watch more videos like this. Watch this video next, and I'm gonna see you next week.